Hi everyone! In this video I'll be showing you how to make this super cool and cute little tree. And yeah, this is just a really cute tree. You can do it for the holidays, but the holidays passed, so you can just create just a regular tree. And I really like it, and I do believe it's an original design as far as I know. And just let's begin with the red arrows pointing towards you. It's a little different because we're making a charm. So the arrows will be, it doesn't have to be red, of course. The arrows will just be pointing towards you. Or just like this rounded part of your loom is farthest from you. We're going to begin by creating the tree colored, like the actual leaf colored bands first. Today I'll be using the dark green as I did here. So, take 2 of your tree colors. 2 rubber bands is necessary to make the charm look better. You can also do 1, but I would not recommend that. So take 2 rubber bands and go from this peg up to here. You're giving it quite a stretch. And do the same thing on the other side. Like that. Now we're going to go down 3 times for the length of the tree. So, using 2 rubber bands, you're just going to go 3 times all the way down. Well, yeah. This will give a good basic shape of a tree. And now go ahead and do that on the other side of your loom as well. And I'll show you what to do with the middle column once we're done with that. So this is not too complicated. And once you've done that, you can push your bands down. And now we're going to place the middle bands. So you're just going to go all the way down up to here for the middle band so you can close off the tree properly. So you're going to go down 5 times instead of 3. So here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And here is 5. Feel free to pause the video at any time or rewatch any sections that you are still not sure about. Now we're just going to close off the leafy part of the tree. And to do that, we're just going to take 2 more of your green tree rubber bands and put it from this peg right to the middle here. And do the same on the other side. 2 bands from the middle, like that, to close off our tree, basic tree shape. Now we can move on to the little, like this part of it. You can either use brown, black, whatever color you have at hand. Not a lot of people have brown, but I will be using brown. If you don't have brown, I think black would look just as good. So taking 2 rubber bands, go down 1 time from there. And take 2 rubber bands and go down 1 more time. And that'll be that part of the trunk. Now that we're done placing those rubber bands, we can get a cap band so that our little tree won't fall apart. And to do that, you wrap 1 of your stump colored rubber bands and you put it on that peg and twist it 3 or 4 times. 4 times becomes really tight, but it looks better, but it's really, up to you. There you go. So you're basically just twisting that band over that 1 peg. You can also stretch it over to these pegs or like one of these pegs to make it easier to hook, but I'm not going to do that because it's really tight and I don't want it to break. Now we're going to be placing the connector bands. If I stretch this out, you'll see that there are bands. You'll see that there are bands in the middle, and that's what just makes it keep the shape. Without it, the tree wouldn't be all together. But if you want to add decorations to your tree, now is the time to do it. I'll show you how to do that. Take one of your decoration colors. I'll put my loom aside for now. Take one of your decoration colors on your hook and twist it 3 or 4 times to create several loops. Now go back to your loom and choose the band that you want to place it on. And then just pick that up with your hook or your hands and pull that cap band, oh, be careful it doesn't come off, and pull that cap band straight onto it like that and place it back on. And you would repeat that for several other random other bands to get the little look. You can also place a bead on top if you'd like, but I'm just going to be doing a regular tree, so I'm not going to do that. But if you want to do that, go ahead. So if you're not adding decorations, you can go ahead on and add the connecting bands. But if you are, you can pause the video and do that. On your first connecting band, you're going to put it over these 3 bands. But you have a choice. If you want a little bit more pointed, like realistic, I guess, looking tree, you would twist that band 2 times. But if you can't do that, or you don't want to get more of a little chibi, like more wider tree, then you would just twist it, just put it on, and you wouldn't twist it at all, like I showed you the first time. So that's your choice there. And then take one more rubber band and put it over these. You don't have to twist these. And on these 3. And finally on these 3. And once you've done that, you're all set to hook. So grab your hook and get ready. I'm going to be using a metal hook. You can probably use a plastic hook, but there are lots of rubber bands, so I'm just using a metal one just in case. And I would always recommend that if you have it. But if you don't, no worries. So we're going to start at where we place a cap band and where the stump / trunk is. And you're going to push back that twisted over cap band. Make sure you push back all of it. And grab the 2 brown or whatever color you use color rubber bands and pull it over. It should make a teardrop shape look. And go ahead and hook for the other tree trunk and push that band. Here there's a bunch of bands here, so there's going to be probably a lot of tension, so be careful. It might help if you go by the side as well. And just locate the first 2 rubber bands and hook them. Make sure that they are the right rubber bands. Go back inside. After you do that one, it's much simpler. Grab the first 2 rubber bands there. Hook it. They should go to one of these diagonals first if you followed what I did. And lastly, hook the last set of rubber bands forward. And I'm just going to hook the middle up first because that is the easiest one. So just find the 2 tree colored rubber bands and pull them over. And like I said, since there are 2 rubber bands, this is a little tough. But other than that, it's a pretty simple charm. And go ahead and hook the last one, like so. Now once you've done that, you can go back to here, push back all of those rubber bands, including the connecting bands, very important to do that, and grab the last tree colored border bands. It's kind of confusing because they're all the same color, but yeah. So push them all back and grab the bands. Like I said, make sure to push back the connecting bands as well as these, like the connecting bands are these horizontal triangular bands. So push them back and bring it. And it's pretty tough on the doubled over one if you did that, but yeah. And there is quite a stretch to your rubber bands, so yeah. Now you're going to go back to the other side and do that same exact thing. You can use your fingers to help you at any time. If that does happen, just pop it back on and push back, hook forward, and then when you get here, hook to the middle. And there you go. You're done. Now you're just going to get one rubber band to act as the slip knot to connect the whole charm together, or if you want to hang it somewhere, put it on your backpack or anything, you could use that. So to make that, you're going to push your hook through all of the rubber bands. Make sure it's through all of them, and then take one of your whatever color rubber band. I like using the green one, and pull it through all of those rubber bands. If that's confusing to you, do it however you do it. You could also place one rubber band on that peg before you begin placing all your bands. That way it might be easier. And once you've done that, grab a good hold of those two rubber bands and go ahead and take it off. This is a little bit hard, so be very careful. You can also use your hook or your anything else to help you. And once you've done that, you can just go ahead and complete the slip knot by pulling this loop. Oh, let me show you that one more time. Pulling this loop over that loop and knot it. Slip knots are a little complicated. It took me a little bit of time before getting used to it, but if you're new to them, I'm pretty sure you can get them too. And then there you go, your final tree. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please check out my channel. I have lots of other videos on looming, crafting, and other new stuff will be posted soon that you would like. Also, if this video made you smile, please give it a big thumbs up. It'll make me smile. And comment down below if you like the pointier tree better or like the wider tree, well, fatter tree, I guess, better. I like to call that one like a chibi one and this one more like realistic. But tell me what you think. And, well, as always, don't forget to subscribe for more tree-rific videos like these. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!